Okay, we are on the 32nd floor here at the Ritz Carlton Nomad Manhattan that just opened. I'm so excited to show you the room. Here's those cool room keys. We're in room 3211. It's kind of on the end of this hallway, so it's more of like a corner room they upgraded this to, but it does have the 2 double beds. But I'm really excited because this is the first new Ritz Carlton in 10 years that has opened in the USA. Okay, so here's the front door. Walking in, we have this nice little corner space. I'm not sure if all the rooms are like this, or if this is because it's a corner room. We have a big mirror here, and then over here we have all the closet space. So it's right when you first come in. So there's plenty of storage, as well as robes, and then we also have the safe and some other little accessories over on this side and these drawers here. So there's plenty of storage space to hang your clothes, things like that. But I really like this design, this black. Again, I'm just so excited. This is brand new. Okay, next up, I'm going to show you the bathroom. The bathroom is right in here. It does have a sliding door here, so you do have the privacy. Now, coming into the bathroom, this is absolutely gorgeous. We have got 2 sinks, 1 on each side, and then we have this beautiful terrazzo flooring, and then terrazzo along the sides everywhere in here. And it's two-tone. It goes from like light to dark, and that same pattern is carried on in the shower, where it goes from that darker terrazzo inside to this lighter one over here. As I was saying, we go from light over here along this wall to dark, and that's the one sink. And then over here we have the other sink as well, and we have the light to dark. Now behind me we have the 2 double doors. The one is the shower over here, and then the one over here is the toilet. So in the shower, this is actually a steam maker. So it actually will put out steam. It just takes a long time to get going. It takes like 5 to 7 minutes. But you press the power button, and then I kind of press like that bar and it kind of lights up. But it does then put out steam in the whole shower, which is a very nice experience. You do have the new bath products that is replacing spray. Looks like this. So they've had this now at the Ritz Carlton Orlando Grand Lakes, as well as the Ritz Carlton Mexico City that I've been to. But it is officially announced that it will be replacing spray as Ritz Carlton's new preferred brand. Bathroom is very spacious for a New York City hotel, and it is very, very luxurious. These marble sinks and this terrazzo and this beautiful countertops is very inspirational, very luxurious. And then hanging to the side here, we also have another additional robe. And this is actually the softest robe I've ever felt at any hotel. It's not a brand standard robe for Ritz Carlton. It's just so much better than the typical ones that I found at the Ritz Carlton and St. Regis's. But just it's like a sponge when you touch it. The bathroom is very, very amazing. I feel very, very comfortable in here, and it feels very, very luxurious. It's really, really inspirational, very nice. Okay, now this is the room. Behind you there was the bathroom. Let me just say, wow. Like I mentioned, this is the first new build of a Ritz Carlton property in the US in 10 years. All the Ritz Carlton in the US, they have just been remodeled, refurbished, but this is the first new build from the ground up. Everything is brand new, and you can see that in this room in every detail. The other thing I've mentioned before is it's not a luxury property if they don't have a lighting fixture in the ceiling, and boy, does this have one in the ceiling. This is the most beautiful light fixture. It adds so much elegance to the room, so much sophistication. That's what luxury hotels are all about, and I'm so happy that the rooms have this. If it didn't have it, it definitely would not be as high of inspiration as this. The walls are mostly flat and bare. However, they're not just a flat wall like normal, it's actually like wood. So I will give them points for that. They didn't just do a flat white wall, it is wood. But a lot of times Ritz Carlton's, the walls are like built into the room itself, especially at luxury properties in other countries. However, it's still a very nice touch. I still feel very comfortable, and adding that wood is very expensive. It does feel very, very luxurious. These are the 2 double beds. You have 1 king bed, or you have 2 double beds, and then they also have some suites available, but all the suites only have 1 king bed. But they all have this really amazing light fixture, and it's all controllable here with this control panel. You can turn it down or turn it up, all right on there. Great, so the other cool thing about the room as well, it's a hardwood floor, and then right by the beds there's this nice carpet, which I actually like. I like having a little bit of carpet in the room by the beds, but it is a very nice design, modern, very clean looking. Now over here we have the mini bar area, the honor bar, here with drinks for purchase that you can have in your room. There actually is quite a big selection here than other hotels I've been at. So there's lots of drinks to choose from. Down below over here, we also have the coffee machine, which is an espresso, which I've found at every Ritz Carlton in St. Regis in the US I've been to so far, which is nice. Got the espresso pods up here and the things going on up there. We have some additional drinks as well in here for purchase, in addition to the beverages up there. And then on this side is just some additional like snacks and some savory treats for purchase. Over here, we have a little seating area. So this is unique. It's kind of like the desk of the room, but it's actually like a little table. They had a little welcome amenity here for us, which is very, very nice. It's actually a very special night because tonight our account is going to hit Ambassador Elite status with Marriott. Currently it's titanium, so I'm very excited to have that status in the future. This is just spectacular that they did this, and I'm not sure if they do this for every guest or what, but very, very nice. These chairs are very sophisticated. They are like kind of like a velvety soft, just beautiful material, and this lamp is like gold with this beautiful dark navy blue. Again, I'm really inspired by the little details of the things. It's very, very inspiring. Now the view itself, we have one of the best views. The Empire State Building is just right over here, but we have a beautiful view of downtown New York. It's almost floor to ceiling windows, not all the way down, but it's pretty close. But big, beautiful windows that you can see out of. You're gonna wanna sit here, you're gonna wanna enjoy this view if you get a room here, because this view is priceless right from your beautiful hotel room. Over here is the 2 beds. We do have a little picture hanging here, and then the really cool design element as well is this really cool like mirror structure behind me. It's like an art piece all in and of itself, but somehow it kind of ties the whole room together. It just gives you that piece of elegance, sophistication, that along with this beautiful light above me, that otherwise the room just wouldn't feel as luxurious or just like as put together as it is. The other thing I want to point out is this beautiful like dark marble countertop here we have as well. It does have a little storage unit underneath. Anything you want to put in there with a nice little illuminated light above, which you can control. Which is very, very nice. We also have the full size bottles of water, which is the brand standard here at the Ritz Carltons. So that is very, very nice as well. Overall, I am extremely, extremely impressed by this property. In fact, it's the first Ritz Carlton property I've been to in the US that has so far met my expectations. From the service, to the room, to the details of the building, the lobby, the bathroom, the room. It is incredible. It is very simplistic, yet very modern, yet very luxurious. I don't know how they did it, but everything here is very, very, very high level. It is very new, very modern, and you will not get that at really any other Marriott or other luxury property here in the city, because they're all going to be in old buildings. They're going to be a little dated. Even if they renovate the rooms, the building itself are still a little bit older. And the other luxury properties that I've seen photos of on the Marriott website, they are not as new, modern, and clean as this room is. Therefore, making this hotel, in my opinion, the best property in New York City with Marriott. And they also have this really cool experience shower in the spa locker room area, and you can actually change the mode and the water can come out of the sides, the ceiling here, all together. Okay, now for the review of the Ritz Carlton New York City Nomad. So go ahead and start off with the room. Room is definitely getting a 5 out of 5. While it is not as like intertwined like a lot of luxury hotels are, they did an incredible job of making it feel luxurious with all the elements that still gave me a sense of just wow. From the wood paneling on the walls, to the really cool mirror by the bed, to the granite countertops, to the bathroom with the terrazzo flooring and the different colors, how it goes from dark to light, just to the furniture that they picked out of how high quality it is. Just every little detail of the room, as well as the building. It's a new build, so it's a very thin, tall building. Is very inspiring, as well as the lobby. It's one of the coolest lobbies I've checked out here in the city. It's actually a pretty big lobby, and it is just gorgeous and just very, very beautiful. Next up is going to be the inspiration. 5 out of 5 on inspiration for the same reasons I mentioned. Everything about the hotel is very inspiring. Definitely 5 out of 5. It's the first Ritz Carlton in the US that has got a 5 out of 5 on inspiration from me. Next up is going to be the service. Service is going to get a 5 out of 5. Normally service at the luxury hotels in the US do not get that high of a score, and I don't know why, but at this hotel, from check-in to when we arrived, the people there greeting us, and the person who brought the bags to our room, everyone has been friendly, caring, kind, and that's all you expect from a luxury property. And I'm happy to report that we did receive that here, which I'm a little shocked at because I haven't had any other that really good of service at other really luxurious properties I've stayed at here in the US. Finally is going to be value. I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5. You know where I'm coming if I come back to New York City, right here. I know nothing, no other Marriott I've even looked at online even compares to this. This is brand new. Everything is clean. The rooms, all the furniture is fresh, picked out just for this hotel in this style. It's all kind of designed, it's like the plant flower district area, so a lot of the things represent things like that, like the lights in the lobby represent like petal leaves falling, but the thought and the detail into the rooms, the building, everything about this hotel is so inspiring, so well. I would 100% be back. It is worth every point or every dollar that you would spend here. Just incredible, as well as the view alone. You could pay for a ticket just for a view like this at one of the other attractions here, and you get this right from your own room. Now this is a high floor room with a nice view. I'm sure the other views are also very nice. They just might be a little bit lower. But again, if you have elite status, it doesn't hurt to ask for a higher floor. I was told, even if you're Platinum, Titanium, or Ambassador, unfortunately this hotel does not give any upgrades to suites. That is an extra charge. And then as you know as well, Platinum, Titanium, Ambassador members at any level with Marriott don't get access to club lounge or complimentary breakfast. But just keep that in mind, that's across all Ritz Carltons worldwide. Great, so the Ritz Carlton Nomad gets a perfect score. The first Ritz Carlton in the US to get a perfect score for me. Incredible, I highly recommend coming to visit if you're coming to New York City. It's just about a 20-25 minute walk from Times Square, but it's a really awesome location here. If you don't mind walking a little bit, it's amazing. It's right by the Empire State Building.